Welcome to Simplified Law. Today I would like us to look at together how Brexit will have an impact on your business, because we all know that on the 23rd of June 2016, the UK voted to leave EU. EU is composed of 28 countries, and within those 28 countries, business is done as one. We trade as a single market. Workers from EU countries can work in any EU countries without any restrictions. Business is done without any restrictions. You can buy and sell and import, export, VAT, all that is all as one, and there are no tariffs, no restrictions. However, from the 31st of January 2020, the UK will be leaving the EU. In the UK House of Parliament, an agreement has been reached already. It has been voted by 358 Parliament members, and it has been accepted. That agreement is not known to us yet. However, in the meantime, we can still get ready with our businesses. It is certain that big companies have already put mechanism in place in order to prepare themselves with Brexit. But you, small companies, what have you done? Have you put things in place in order to prepare yourself for Brexit? Because it will have an impact on you. You will have to change the way you do business. Traders, if you trade between UK and EU, you have to look at VAT, other agreements, the things that you're importing, product safety, eco-compliance, labeling, and product packaging. Some of them are under the EU license. So these are the things you'll be looking at, because changes will be put in place in regards to that. Your employees, you might have EU employees. Are they still able to work in the United Kingdom? Because they will be considered as third country citizens. But those who are already in the United Kingdom might still have the right to reside in the United Kingdom. After Brexit, they will have to ensure that they have the right to be in the United Kingdom, to work in the United Kingdom. They need to register under the EU scheme. And you as an employee will need to ensure that that is done. Otherwise, you'll be employing people who have no right to work in the United Kingdom. Furthermore, you also need to look at your copyright, patents, trademarks. All those things will have an impact in your businesses because it will be changed with the laws and the regulations. However, it has been stated that the laws and the regulations which are in place right now will not change, will not dramatically change, but they will have to be incorporated within the UK law. Hence, if you want to export from the UK to another EU country, you must ensure that you have an economic operation registration identification number, because that number, you need it in order to do business with another EU country. Not only you will need it, the person who's sending you the goods or you're sending the goods to will also need that number. I will give you a website where you can register, so you will need to make sure that you have the number. You need to ensure that you have an export declaration in place. That can be done either by yourself, but usually it's best to employ somebody who works with custom in order to have that declaration done for you. And you need to decide how you want your goods, because you have to bear in mind that when you come through the borders now, there will be checks, there will be tariffs that will apply. So therefore, you will need that declaration at the borders, in Calais mainly, if your goods are coming by road. Taxes as well. Taxes will change, because obviously the VAT will not be the same. There will be other tariff that will apply, taxes, VAT, all that. You will need to ensure that you have that in place and you've checked the price, because you don't want to be surprised. You don't want your goods to be stuck in Calais. They cannot enter the United Kingdom or go out because you've not paid the correct taxes. So you have to look at your budget and make sure you incorporate that within it. So you have to ensure that you have what is required for the goods you are transporting, whether you have the correct paperwork, that you have the correct safety guides. Everything needs to be looked at, because we are not part of the EU anymore. So regulations will differ. We will be treated as any other countries who are not part of the EU. So make sure that look at what is required before your goods are exported from the UK to another EU country. And obviously the same thing will apply if you're importing goods from the EU countries. You will also need all the steps that I've stated. I will put the link, as I stated earlier, for you to be able to follow. But you should not forget that there will be a transitional period. All the laws and regulations will still apply until end of 2020. And it's only only during that period of time, you have time to be putting in place what you need to be put in place. And also the government will be finalizing the agreements and what needs to be done. And during that transitional period, we'll be able to put everything in place in order for your business to carry on as smoothly as possible. You can do that by yourself through the website, which I will be giving you, or you can contact us. We work with businesses. We are solicitors who help businesses understand those changes and implementing all this changing within their small businesses. We work mainly with small and medium-sized businesses. If you'd like us to assist you further, our number is there. You can contact us anytime. And thank you. See you next time.